this is another part of the center which we call as right heart. This center is the father's center and the left heart is the mother's center. So if your fatherhood is challenged in any way, or also husband-wives, we can say like that. If a husband is not loyal to his wife and is playing tricks with her, he gets this into trouble. But physically, he feels it very much because he gets asthma from it. Asthma one develops. But this is more a center of the father. If the fatherhood of the person is not all right, for example, if a girl has lost her father and she has never seen him, she might develop asthma. If the grandfather had the asthma, the grandchild might develop the asthma. It comes from the father's side. Anybody who has asthma problem should know that there's something wrong in the fatherhood side. Maybe the father is sick and you are worried. Maybe you are a good father, but the son is not all right, so you are suffering. Anything like that, you see, could be responsible for this asthma. But if the deity here is awakened, you can be all right and you can get rid of your asthma quite all right. On the left-hand side is the center of your mother. If the mother has died very early, such a person is a nervous person, and such a person also doesn't trust anyone. He can become secretive by nature, sulking type. He may not open his heart to anyone because he doesn't trust anyone. Some people who have no mother, whom they have not known, can become extremely cautious by nature because they think they have to look after themselves. Extremely cautious. But with Sahaja-Yoga, you can awaken this center and you become a complete personality without any fear, without any nervousness, and without any malice to your parents. Actually, after Sahaja-Yoga, I found many people who have just forgotten their parents, had been very angry with their parents, given them up, could not forgive them, went back to their parents. We had a French girl in England who had not seen her mother for 18 years. And the mother was alone, a widow lady. But after the realization, she has a tremendous feeling. She went back and looked after her mother and also started doing Sahaja-Yoga there. It's a very, very common thing that you start expanding your heart to others. You start loving other people. You start understanding them. I know of a man in America, I gave him realization, and he said, most surprising, I went to the race this time. I said, this would be the last I go to the race. And there I find my uncle, and I wished him, and he was amazed. He started looking at me because I had not wished him all these years at all. He just started, he was quite amazed at my attitude, and now he has become a great friend of mine. So the friendship, which is a pure friendship, is homosexual and all nonsense. But a pure friendship based on pure relationship develops. And then you don't feel insecure. In a society where even a mother's love is challenged, one would feel extremely insecure in a thing like that. If a mother has to love the child, she has to think, I hope there is no bad feeling in my mind. In America it happened, there was a little boy of 8 years, just a little boy of 8 years. And her mother said that he has started taking lot of drugs and things. And these drugs have created a problem for this little boy of 8 years, can you imagine? So I couldn't bear it. I just took the boy to my heart and I kissed him. He said, Mother, this is never done to me by my mother. So I asked the lady, why didn't you do this to your child? He's only 8 years of age. Doesn't he love your care and your expression of your love? So she said, Mother, I feel guilty. I said, how? Freud has said. Freud was a perverted, useless fellow. He died of cancer. Look at his life. These psychologists, when they come in contact with others, people who are suffering from pathological troubles, they are pathological cases. And when they deal with pathological cases, they don't know how to protect them. Jung has said about it. Then they catch those diseases among themselves and they start generalizing this for everyone. They have generalized. It's an absurd thing. In Rome, there was a girl who came to me, she's a psychologist, horrid. I said, what happened? They are telling me I have bad eyes towards my father. I felt like beating them. It's all absurd things. You see, to create, this is Antichrist, to create a feeling of enmity, that everything is perverted, polluted. It's so pure. In India, nobody can understand. Thank God, these Freud and all these people just touch the periphery of India and it's like an elephant. So nobody is there and it's just gone. Nobody believes in it. So I have to tell you this, that there is no such thing as polluted relationship or bad relationship. It's all pure relationships. We must understand we are not animals. Even animals have got sense. So do you think we won't have the sense of purity within us and holiness within us? So all these ideas also drop out completely and you develop a personality. You live with others. In the ashram now we have many girls, boys, they all are like brothers and sisters. There is no problem on that.